you are a father if you can raise a child to become an asset.
Okay. So now let's talk about the role men play when it comes to birth control. Really.
We're already on
Yes.
that.
No, because we're going somewhere else. We're going about pressure when it comes to getting married and having kids. I want us to take it from the angle of how do we encourage men to also be a part of this? How do we encourage men to take pills? How do we encourage men to go for is this sterilization? I'm looking for yes. How do you?
That is one of the rungs.
Okay.
The first rung on the ladder is coming to terms with the fact that men are the custodians of the norms and the values of a society.
Okay.
And that is the truth. We run a patriarchal system.
Okay.
And until that system is redefined, men will continue to, set the tone, whether it is birth control, whether it's politics, whether it's business. Most businesses, even though a business that is owned by a woman, you see, if you check it, you'll still find out that most men call the shots there.
Okay.
So it is the man who will first of all agree that, hey, there is a need for us to plan this family.
Okay.
You get it? No matter what the woman talks about family planning, if the man says no, sorry. If the man says, I want 10 children,
Okay.
if you can't give him 10, if you give him 2, he's going to look for the 8 as well.
Okay.
So we need to come to terms as men that the population explosion in this country is as a result of the actions or inactions of men. That is the truth.
Okay, so how do you think men can be encouraged to get involved with playing roles that would help to solve the problems of unwanted pregnancies? Because that's the angle where we can take it from. Because it's one thing for us to have men who say, this is how I want to run my family. It's another thing to have men who know that having too many kids could result in a lot of unwanted pressure in the society.
In a national catastrophe, which is
Yes.
what we have now.
Yes.
Sorry, by 2050,
Okay.
will be 400 million. Where are you going to put?
No, I mean, he's estimating futuristic.
No, it's an estimate based on our birth rate.
So how do the government come in? How do we enact policies to stop it? Like the way you have in China, where you have,
How do we enact
policies?
No,
How does the government come in?
No, your question should be, why have we not enacted policies?
I think
because the how is not
cultural
rocket science. It's not rocket science, Let's say you live in a flat. If you are the only person in that flat, we can predict what that place will look like, isn't it?
The outcome,
Yes,
management
with
and
your
all.
food will be enough. Those guys, your TV, your lights. Now, 6 months after, you have 8 people living in that flat with you. Now, if I tell you that, Rachel, in 6 months' time, you will have 8 people living with you, and you don't have a choice, you need to do something, what would you do?
Get a bigger place.
Fantastic.
Put things in place, basically.
More rooms, more food, water.
That's it.
The bills you pay will be increased. You guys find a way to share it.
Now, if you say, hey, guy, I don't need to have this 9 people or 8 people you want to force on me. What can I do about it? Well, you can negotiate. In 6 months, you're expecting 9 people, 8 people, but if you do something, you will have 4 people. Okay, I think I'll prefer 4 people. In other words, I don't have to move into a bigger apartment or a larger apartment. This apartment can take these 4 people as it is. I think I have enough food right now that I'm not eating. So when they come, I don't need more food. What I have now will take care of them. That is called planning, which we hardly do in this country. We wake up and we trust God. And we run to places where they don't trust God.